Hi, this is Justin Popovic and Brad Goss here. We're the creators of D-Passport. Thanks for tuning into the webinar. We're just going to show you a live screen demo here of three different concepts. We want to show you, we've got a membership site here with hundreds of different products. We're going to take three products and show you three simple concepts, all different kinds of ideas that you can apply and start implementing them to make money in your business pretty much right away. And I'm going to kick it over to Brad here. He's going to start by giving you a demonstration of the first product.
Thanks, Justin. So I'm going to start by we're showing our own products here because we didn't want any of the other product creators to have their products just given away. So this is one of my case studies that I sell, and this is sort of a quick way to make $700-800 in about a 48-hour period. So this is how I spent $60 to make a $794 return in 48 hours. And essentially what I did here, this is kind of a really cool concept because you've probably heard of Fiverr.com. And what's cool about Fiverr is that you can get anything that you want done there for $5. And there are a lot of people who will do full length like YouTube videos for you. They'll sit in front of the camera. They'll film all kinds of different stuff. And along with video, there's a lot of people that are doing audio gigs. So they'll just they'll do like a professionally recorded audio package for you. And so essentially what we did was, we came up with the idea of creating some Spanish translation audio, and we hired a Spanish speaking voiceover artist to record the most common traveler phrases that you might hear, or that an English traveler might want to say when they're traveling to a Spanish speaking country. And then what we did was we hired a English speaking voiceover artist to record the English versions of those exact same phrases. And my wife Claire is a video editor. She used her video editing application, but any audio or video editing application will work for this. She basically teamed up the phrases and also included some slides of the actual words, which we already had in a text document. And she put together this audio video package of English to Spanish and Spanish to English translations. And you can like download these to your iPod, or you can do all kinds of different things with them. So what we did was we launched a Warrior Forum special offer. If you don't know about the Warrior Forum, it's just warriorforum.com. They have a marketplace. It's kind of like the eBay for info products, and you can upload products there and sell them. And in this case, what we did was we offered something called private label rights to the product. And what private label rights are, if you don't know, it's basically we're giving away licensing so that you can take this finished product and resell it. So obviously, there's a little bit more meat in the report itself, but the sort of the raw basics are: we spent $20 at Fiverr on voiceover artists. We spent $40 listing it on the Warrior Forum, and we sold the package for anywhere from $5 to $16. And in the first 48 hours, we sold 84 units, and that was with no affiliates promoting it. That was just purely our own sort of getting exposure on the Warrior Forum. So the total income in 48 hours was $794 with a profit of $734, which actually is a pretty decent profit. And that product continues to sell for me today. So this was just kind of the first 48 hours that we made money with it, but it continues to sell today. So that's kind of a short, quick case study about how you can kind of spend a few dollars leveraging other people's efforts and then reselling that as content to people who need it. So that's kind of a cool little case study. I'm going to jump over to yours now. All right. And we'll just download this.
Yeah, this one's a little bit larger. While Brad's downloading this, I'll just kind of give you an overview what this is. This product is called the No Cold Call Report, and anybody listening that is into any kind of online marketing, a lot of people realize that once you develop skills to market things online, you can take those skills and translate them to pretty quick cash and long-term cash offline, because there's so many different companies and business owners and people that need help branding themselves online. It could be something as simple as very localized basic SEO services, basic things like helping people set up fan pages. There are literally hundreds of ways to make money helping the average business owner, even the smallest business owner, brand themselves online. And the biggest problem, and I used to do a lot of this kind of business myself, the biggest problem we faced, or anybody doing this kind of consulting would face, is getting leads, finding people that you can introduce your services to, and in products as well if you want to get into product creation in this marketplace. But getting leads and having those offline business owners actually listen to you is a huge challenge. It's just as competitive in it as any marketplace. They're getting newspaper people calling them and radio people calling them, and of course other internet people calling them. So we created a report here called the no cold call report that was based on a method that we used in my company to actually generate a number of really, really high quality leads that eventually turned into proposal discussions, which eventually turned into quite a few different deals, sometimes ranging in 5-figure type of range. So it depends on what you can offer. But once you go into DPass where you get the full report, I'll give you a high level overview of what it is. Basically, we set up localized blogs, and it could be as something as local as just biznewsfromyourtown.com, or it could be a whole region if you wanted to branch it out even further than that. And then you set up a nice looking blog. You can use a free WordPress theme, and you start organizing what you call an interview site. So there's no selling going on at all. All you're doing is interviewing business owners and letting them showcase themselves a little bit and put it up on your blog. So now, instead of cold calling people, you're simply knocking on doors or just quickly calling people or emailing them saying, hey, I run this blog over here. One of the examples I have there, hamiltonlocalbiz.com, and you're a business owner in Hamilton. We'd love to profile you. There's no cost. It'll take maybe 15, 20 minutes of your time. We'll interview you. We'll give you some exposure to our audience, and people will get to know a little bit more about you. And honestly, 99.9% of the time, people say yes. Who's going to turn away free exposure? But the cool thing is that during that meeting, you get a chance to know them. You build a relationship. You put their interview, or however you decide to interview them. You could do a video interview, written, audio. It doesn't matter. And by the end of that, they see what you do. They see that you've published a blog post all about them, and when you follow up with them, you say, hey, here's the interview we did. It's live online. Send it out to your audience. Send it out to your list, whatever. You get free exposure to your blog, but now you have a door opener, and you can say, hey, I do this stuff for lots of clients, and they're going to be way more open to hearing from you now. You can talk about things like creating a blog for a company. You can talk about things like doing search engine optimization and helping them rank for keywords, selling social media services, and the list goes on and on. But this particular method is so powerful and so few people do it. Everybody's still stuck in the cold calling mode that you just think a little bit more creatively and a little differently, and you've got a huge sales funnel for your business. And you could apply this to things other than offline marketing as well. You could use an interview method to just get meetings with people in any industry, in any business, just by interviewing them and giving them some exposure and helping them first. And now they're going to be willing to listen to you.
That's really cool. I like this method because I know it's something that not only did you do yourself, but I think people keep forgetting how hard it is to get your foot in the door these days, and how inundated these business owners are with, with cold calls and people trying to, hump their leg with marketing schemes and all kinds of different things. And if you come in with something that offers them value, and you win as well, like you said, people come back to the blog. I think this is awesome. This is such a cool method.
Yeah, a lot of people have bought this product and implemented it. It's working famously for everybody. So
That's awesome.
Take a look at that.
So I'm just going to jump over here to another one of my WSO case studies, how I generated $396 in a 24-hour period. The last one was 48 hours. This one's a little bit faster. So I spent $50. Again, I used Fiverr.com. If you haven't figured it out already, I'm a fairly big fan of Fiverr.com. It's Fiverr. It's 2 R's.com. And again, I did the same thing. I leveraged someone's video gig on Fiverr. And I found this cute little girl here, and she was doing these short little videos on Fiverr. And basically, what I did was I understood that. Actually, I kind of make some points here. I'll read them out to you because it makes some sense. I started with some simple facts. Internet marketers are lazy. Video is popular. Dating is a super hot niche. People love authentic-looking content, and internet marketers are lazy. And it's true. I mean, internet marketers want everything done for them. They don't want to create anything themselves. And if you're in the dating niche, what could be better than having a girl that has... So what I did with this girl was I basically hired her to film 2 videos. She filmed one video which was, I think it was like the top 10 things, what did she say?
10 dating tips or
yeah,
something?
it was top 10 dating tips for guys. Like when you're asking, what you should know when you're asking out a girl. And we took some PLR content and we kind of repurposed it a little bit, and we had her read out these 10 tips. But then the other thing that we did was we had her read out an opt-in sales pitch, but it was generic. It was basically like, enter your name and email address to get my top 10, dating tips for guys. If you're going to ask a girl out, you need to know these 10 things before you even think about it. And so what I gave people was essentially a sort of done-for-you business package. And that kind of stuff sells really well because you want to get people to join your mailing list. You want to promote dating offers to those people. This is a really, really good way to do that. So again, I went to Fiverr.com. I spent $10. on my content. 2 $5 gigs, 2 $5 videos. This was probably one of the cheapest ways of generating money I've ever found. I spent $40 on the Warrior Forum special offer marketplace listing. I charged $9 for the package, and again, this is without any affiliates or hammering my list. This is just exposure on the Warrior Forum. 44 sales in the first 24 hours, generating total income of $396 with a total profit of $346. So for many of you that are watching this webinar right now, to make $300-400 in a 24-hour period, and then have a product that will continue. Again, this product continues to sell for me every single day. Sometimes not every day. Sometimes every a few times a week. But I made it once, and it's out there on the internet, and people still buy it all the time. I mean, our sales numbers are way higher today, but just in the first few hours, really, I mean, when you consider how long we've been at this, in the first day, we were able to generate this much money with a $10 content expense and a $40 advertising expense.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's amazing.
It's phenomenal, and I think a lot of people sort of undervalue the Warrior Forum and the Warrior Special Offers Forum, but if you don't know this, they're the number 60 most popular website in the United States according to Alexa.com. So they are the eBay of info products, and I think you've really got to think about that as a as a part of your business strategy. If you've got any kind of content or licensable content that you can sell, or if you're just looking for a way to make some cash, go to Fiverr, find some people who are providing really good gigs, and find some ways to create content that delivers value to people like me that do a lot of online promotion, and package it in the right way and sell it. You'll make money. It's so simple to do this kind of stuff. And you don't have to get in front of the camera yourself. If you're camera shy, hire people on Fiverr, hire pretty girls. There are guys on Fiverr that do puppet shows, and they talk for their puppets, and you can have some of the coolest videos made to entice people to opt in to download reports. People love video landing pages, so if you give them the tools to create them, they'll pay you for them.
Yeah, just a matter of getting creative. So what you've seen here are just 3 fairly quick examples, actually. These 3 products we just showed you, the 2 case studies and the no cold calling report, are 3 of a number of products in dpassport.com. And right now, if you went in there as a member or a non-member, you're going to see literally hundreds of products similar to these 3 that will walk you through similar types of situations. But we're talking about information products that deal with all different kinds of specifics. I mean, it could go into things like list building, go into WordPress blogs, it could be software. There's really no limit, and there's new products being added daily. I think there was actually a product added while we were recording this video, so it just keeps going up and up every day. And so, as you've probably even seen it as we went through this webinar, Brad's just highlighted on the screen there. There's over close to $4,000 at the time of this recording in terms of the value of the products themselves inside of the membership if you were to purchase them on an individual basis. And like I said before, these things are growing by the day. Brad was, as we opened the show here, Brad was scrolling through, and you literally saw our homepage was sort of 2 columns, product after product after product, all different types of product creators and business people and authors from different walks of life and different experiences. So you're going to get these case study ideas and the no cold calling reports and all these different things that will help you in your business. And some of them may not be your cup of tea, but other things might be right up your alley. And that's the variety that we're bringing to the table here with dPassport.
What I really like about this too, and a lot of people have already expressed this to us, is that if you have a team or if you have outsourcers working for you, or you have any kind of staff that you're kind of always trying to keep busy or always trying to keep them on the cutting edge of what's new in internet marketing or social media or that type of a thing, you can easily come in here and download one of these products like Total Twitter Domination or any one of these different products and instantly hand that off to an offshore virtual assistant or an employee that you might have and ask them to consume the information and to either tell you whether or not it's worth doing or to actually try and implement some of the strategies and see if it works for your specific business. And I think that's a real power here because there's so much training here. If I were to take off the training, there's still so much else. There's software, there's WordPress plugins, there's all kinds of really cool things in here. But then if you look at the training and you think about how much experience collectively is in here. We've got some really big names. We've got, Willie Crawford. We've got, Mike Cowles, James Foster. We've got some really well-known people in here, Dennis Becker, that are uploading training. And these guys have years of experience selling this kind of stuff and doing a lot of internet marketing online. And their training is invaluable. So the collective experience of all of these different product creators is unmatched. And I think that's really important to note, because this is training that you can literally hand to an employee, hand to a virtual assistant, and say, learn this and implement it.
Yeah, and if you're doing that, if you are at a point where you can start offloading some of that stuff and outsourcing, even as the creator, you still will want to sort of immerse yourself in at least knowing what's going on, and that's what exactly we can do here. You can download all this stuff, absorb it for yourself, and then hand it off. I think there was one there on the first page about negotiation tactics, and that's something that hadn't even occurred to me, and I saw it loaded into our site, so I went in and I looked, and it's got some really valuable information. If you don't know how to negotiate and you want to be successful in business, you're missing something there. So it's a phenomenal source of education. So I think that the demo we've given you here just shows you just sort of the tip of the iceberg.
When you think about it, during this webinar, we basically illustrated to you 3 quick and easy products that were in our members area. And right now we have over 100 different products. We have hundreds of products in here now. $3,888 worth of total products in the membership area. We just looked at 3, and every day we're adding, on an average right now, we're adding a 3 new products every single day. So after you've had a chance to kind of look through what's here, every day there'll be 3 new products, just like the ones that we showed you, that show you some different methods that different product creators and different contributors are using to make money in their businesses. And I think when you start to think about how much good information you really have access to here, this is sort of the all-you-can-eat buffet of information product downloads and training downloads. And I think it's important to think about the fact that we're doing this right now. This is a product that is going to be increasing in price. Right now we're charging $47 a month for the D-Passport membership. I don't know when that price is going to go up, but we are expecting to raise it fairly soon. And what we're going to do here is we're going to throw up a buy button right underneath this video.